Have you ever wondered if the secret to feeling stronger, sharper, and more alive could be hiding in your kitchen right now? I'm 65 years old, and let me tell you something that shook me to my core. One tiny change, just eating 2 eggs every morning, turned my days around in ways I never expected. No fancy pills, no confusing diets, just 2 plain eggs. And what happened next? Well, it's a story I can't wait to share with you. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, stick with me. This might just change how you see breakfast forever. For years, I heard all sorts of things about eggs. Some folks said they'd clog your heart. Others swore they were nature's gift. It was a mess of mixed messages, wasn't it? But I'm not here to confuse you. I'm here to tell you what I found out, straight from the heart. Science has finally cleared the fog, and I've lived it myself. So come along with me, friends. Let's take a quiet walk together through what 2 eggs a day can do, not just for your body, but for your spirit, your memories, and maybe even your hope. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about something real, something simple, something that might just bring a little light back into your life. 1. The surprise inside an egg. I used to think eggs were nothing special, just something to fry up when I was in a hurry or too tired to fuss. You know how it is, scramble them quick, toss them on a plate, and call it breakfast. But at 65, I started wondering if there was more to them. So I dug a little deeper, and let me tell you, friends, what I found under those shells knocked my socks off. I'd been walking past one of nature's quiet miracles all these years without a clue. 1 egg's got about 6 grams of protein. Not just any protein, but the best kind your body can use. It's packed with all 9 of those essential amino acids, fancy words for the building blocks your body can't make on its own. That protein's like a handyman, fixing up your muscles after a long day, smoothing out your skin when it's feeling rough, even giving your hair a little extra bounce. And here's the kicker. All that goodness comes in just 78 calories. 2 eggs? You're talking less than 160 calories, and you've got a powerhouse sitting on your plate. But hold on, it's not just about protein. Crack that egg open, and you're looking at a treasure chest of vitamins and minerals we need more than ever as we age. There's vitamin A, keeping your eyes sharp and your immune system ready to fight. Vitamin D's in there too, working behind the scenes to keep your bones from crumbling, something I think about every time I climb the stairs. Then there's vitamin E, a protector that shields your cells from the wear and tear of time, and vitamin K, quietly making sure your blood and bones stay in line. And don't get me started on the minerals, phosphorus for strong teeth, selenium to fend off damage like a silent guard. But the real star? Choline. Never heard of it till I looked it up, but it's a game changer. 1 egg gives you 125 milligrams of this brain fuel, stuff that keeps your thoughts clear, your memories close, and your heart steady. Most of us don't get enough, especially as we get older, and that fog starts creeping in. But 2 eggs a day, that's a promise of strength, a little gift to yourself every morning. Isn't it wild to think something so simple could hold so much? These aren't just eggs, they're hope in a shell. 2 fullness that lasts. Now let's talk about something we've all wrestled with, those sneaky hunger pangs that hit when you least expect them. You know the feeling. It's 10 a.m., your stomach's growling like an old bear, and you're rummaging through the pantry for anything to quiet it down. I spent years fighting that battle, especially when I tried shedding a few pounds. Diets? Exhausting. Starving? Miserable. But then I started eating 2 eggs every morning, and friends, it was like someone flipped a switch. That protein in eggs, it's a wonder. It fills you up in a way toast or cereal never could. Scientists say it's the most satisfying nutrient out there, and I believe them because I've lived it. When you eat those 2 eggs, your body sends out signals, little messengers with names like cholecystokinin and peptide YY. They march right up to your brain and say, "Hey, we're good down here." And just like that, the cravings hush up. For me, it meant no more sneaking a cookie before lunch or staring at the clock waiting for supper. My appetite settled down, natural as can be. Before eggs, I'd load up on pancakes or a big bowl of oatmeal, thinking I'd be set. But an hour later, hungry again. With eggs, I'd finish breakfast and sail through till noon without a peep from my stomach. I started eating smaller lunches, not because I was forcing it, but because I just didn't need more. And here's a neat trick your body pulls. Digesting protein burns more calories than fats or carbs. It's like a little bonus, your meal's working harder for you. Pair those eggs with something wholesome, like a handful of spinach, a slice of avocado, or good old toast, and you've got a breakfast that sticks with you. No more of that shaky, empty feeling by mid-morning. It's steady fuel, the kind that keeps you going without dragging you down. I used to think fullness meant a stuffed belly and a nap, but this is different. It's light, it's calm, it's satisfying in a way that feels right. Don't you ever wish you could eat and just feel good about it? No guilt, no hunger chasing you. 2 eggs did that for me, and I'd bet my last dollar they could do it for you too. 3. Eyes that keep seeing. Our eyes, oh, they're something special, aren't they? They've carried us through so much, watching our kids take their first steps, catching the glow of a sunrise over the porch, reading handwritten notes from folks we love. But as the years stack up, those eyes start to whisper trouble. Things get fuzzy around the edges. The fine print on the pill bottle blurs. Driving at night feels like a gamble. I noticed it myself a while back, and it scared me. What if I couldn't see the faces I hold dear? Then I learned eggs could help, and it felt like a lifeline. Inside that golden yolk, there's magic for your eyes, 2 little helpers called lutein and zeaxanthin. Don't let the names trip you up. They're just nature's way of guarding what matters. These antioxidants settle right into the macula, that tiny spot in your eye that lets you see the details, the curve of a smile, the words on a page. They act like a shield, soaking up harsh blue light from phones, TVs, even the sun itself. That light's sneaky. It creeps in and wears your eyes down over time. But lutein and zeaxanthin? They push back. Studies say folks who get more of these have a better shot at dodging macular degeneration, that awful condition that steals your center vision bit by bit. It's hit millions of us older folks, and I don't want it knocking on my door. Eggs help with cataracts too, that cloudiness that dims your world. The antioxidants, plus a dose of vitamin A, fight the damage age throws at us. Vitamin A's a quiet hero too. It helps you see in the dark. Ever stumble getting to the bathroom at night? I used to, but not so much now. One evening, I was driving home, the sun dipping low, and I caught myself reading the road signs clear as day. No squinting, no guessing. I thought, could it be those eggs? 2 a day, and my eyes felt like they'd gotten a second wind. It's not about perfect sight, it's about holding on to what you've got. Don't you want to keep seeing the grandkids' grins, the flowers in your garden? Eggs won't stop time, but they're a gentle way to tell your eyes, I've got you. And that's a comfort worth savoring. 4. A mind that stays with you. Ever walk into the kitchen and stand there, scratching your head, wondering why you came in? Or reach for a name you've known for decades, only to find it slipped away like a fish in the stream? I've been there, friends, and it's a lonesome feeling. As we age, our minds start playing tricks, little stumbles that make you wonder if the sharpness is gone for good. But what if I told you 2 eggs a day could help keep those thoughts in line? It's not a fairy tale. It's something I've felt myself. The secret's in a nutrient called choline. Sounds like a stranger, but it's a friend to your brain. Every egg's got about 125 milligrams of it, and your mind drinks it up like a parched garden. Choline builds something called acetylcholine, a messenger that keeps your brain cells talking to each other. It's what helps you remember where you parked the car, finish a sentence without fishing for words, even stay calm when the day gets heavy. Without enough, those connections weaken and the fog rolls in. Most of us older folks don't get near what we need, but 2 eggs? That's nearly half your daily dose right there. And that's not all. Eggs bring B vitamins to the table. B6, B12, folate, good stuff that works together like a team. They keep a troublemaker called homocysteine in check. Too much of it can tangle your memory and even nudge you toward Alzheimer's. I started eating eggs regular, and after a while, I noticed the difference. Names popped up faster. I'd tell a story without losing the thread. One day my daughter laughed and said, "Dad, you're on a roll." Made me smile, still does. It's not about turning back the clock to 20. It's about holding on to what makes you you. Don't you want to keep telling your grandkids those old tales, solving the crossword without a cheat? Eggs aren't a cure, but they're a partner. Crack, am open with a purpose, fry em up slow, and know you're feeding your mind something it craves. I've got more years behind me than ahead, but I'll be darned if I let my thoughts slip away without a fight. 2 eggs a day, and I'm still in the game. How about you, ready to keep your mind sharp with me? 5. Strength to keep going. Getting older changes what strength means, doesn't it? It's not about hauling firewood or running races anymore. It's about waking up without a cold, having the energy to tend the garden, bouncing back when a bug knocks you flat. Life throws plenty at us, stress, sniffles, the slow creep of time, and I've learned we've got to protect what keeps us going. That's where eggs surprised me again, friends. 2 a day, and they're like a steady hand helping me stand tall. Start with vitamin A. It's in every egg, keeping the shields up in your nose and throat. Those are your first line against germs, and as we age, they need all the help they can get. Then there's B12, a quiet worker building white blood cells, the fighters that chase off sickness. I used to drag through winter, sneezing every other week, but since eggs came along, I've dodged more than my share of colds. Selenium's in there too, a little mineral with big power. It's an antioxidant, guarding your cells from breaking down, keeping inflammation low so you don't ache as much. And don't forget vitamin D. We used to soak it up from the sun, but these days my skin's not so good at that trick. Eggs bring it straight to you, especially from hens that roam outside. It's fuel for your immune system, keeping it ready to tackle whatever's floating around. I'm not saying eggs make you invincible, wouldn't that be nice? But they stack the deck in your favor. Since I started this habit, I've felt it. Fewer days under the weather, more mornings with a spring in my step. Think about it, those little things add up. A cough you don't catch, a day you don't spend in bed. 2 eggs at breakfast, and I feel like I'm giving my body a fighting chance. Pair 'em with a glass of juice or some fruit, and it's a meal that says, I'm here to stay. Don't you want that too? That quiet confidence that you're stronger than you thought. Life's not done with us yet, and I reckon we've got plenty left to do. Eggs aren't loud about it. They just sit there on your plate, ready to help. And I'll take that help any day. How about you? 6. Steady energy, steady you. Blood sugar's one of those things that sneaks up on you as you age, isn't it? Maybe the doctor's raised an eyebrow at your numbers, or you've felt that shaky slump after a donut. I've been there, mid-afternoon, hands trembling, reaching for a candy bar just to get through. It's no way to live, and it's more than just feeling tired. It's your mood, your focus, even your future at stake. But eggs, friends, They've got a way of keeping things steady that I wish I'd known sooner. Here's the beauty. Eggs have almost no carbs. None of that sugar rush you get from a muffin or a bowl of sugary flakes. Instead, they give you protein and good fats, slow, even energy that doesn't jerk you around. No spikes, no crashes, just a smooth ride through your day. Before I started eating 2 eggs in the morning, I'd hit a wall by 11, fuzzy-headed, cranky, wondering where my get-up-and-go went. Now, I sail right through, clear as a bell. It's about more than just feeling good in the moment. When your blood sugar's steady, your body doesn't pump out as much insulin, that hormone that can wear you down if it's always on high alert. Too many spikes, and you're headed for trouble like insulin resistance or diabetes. Eggs keep things calm, and studies back it up. Folks who eat them regular tend to handle sugar better. For me, it's meant no more of those wild swings. I'd eat my eggs with some tomatoes or a slice of whole grain toast, and my energy just hums along. No dips, no desperation for a nap. Ever notice how a balanced day makes everything easier? You're not snapping at the grandkids or dragging your feet to the mailbox. 2 eggs started that for me, a quiet shift I didn't expect. If you're watching your sugar or just tired of those afternoon lows, this could be your answer. Don't you want to feel in control again, not at the mercy of every snack? It's not about perfection, it's about peace. Crack those eggs, sit down slow, and let 'em work their magic. They've given me days I can count on, and I'd wager they'd do the same for you. Ready to trade the roller coaster for something smoother? 7. The Heart Truth Unveiled. Let's sit down and talk about the heart, that old ticker that's carried us through thick and thin. For years, I was scared off eggs by headlines shouting, "Too much cholesterol. Bad for your heart." I'd push them aside, thinking I was doing right. Maybe you heard it too, folks wagging their fingers, saying eggs were trouble. But at 65, I started asking questions, and what I found flipped that story upside down. The truth about eggs in your heart. It's not what we were told, and it's a relief to know. Sure, eggs have cholesterol, about 186 milligrams in a big one, mostly in the yolk. Sounds like a lot, right? But here's what science figured out. For most of us, that cholesterol doesn't pile up in your blood like we feared. Your body's smarter than that. When you eat eggs, your liver says, "I'll ease up on making cholesterol." Eat less, it picks up the slack. It's a balance act, and it works for most folks. I was stunned, decades of worry, and it turns out my heart wasn't in danger from a couple of eggs. Even better, eggs lift your good cholesterol. HDL, the kind that sweeps the bad stuff, LDL, out of your arteries. It's like a broom for your blood vessels, keeping things clear. They've got antioxidants too, lutein and zeaxanthin again, plus healthy fats that cool down inflammation and keep your circulation humming. After 6 months of 2 eggs a day, I went for a checkup. My HDL was up, LDL hadn't budged, and my doctor clapped me on the shoulder. "Keep it up," he said, grinning. Made me feel like I'd cracked a code. Now, if your heart's had troubles or cholesterol's a family ghost, check with your doc. Everybody's different. But for most of us, 1 or 2 eggs a day fits right into a good life. Isn't it something, letting go of that old fear? I used to tiptoe around eggs like they'd betray me. Now I see them as allies, quiet, steady, helping my heart beat strong. Don't you want that freedom too, to enjoy your breakfast without a shadow hanging over it? Eggs aren't the enemy we thought. They're a friend, sitting there on your plate, ready to help you live a little easier. And that's a truth worth savoring. 8. Aging with a glow. We all want to age with a bit of grace, don't we? Not just feeling good inside, but looking in the mirror and liking what we see. Hair that's still got some life, skin that doesn't sag too much, nails that don't split at the first bump. Time takes its toll. I've seen it in my own reflection, but I found a helper in the fight: eggs. At 65, I started noticing how 2 a day could lift me up, inside and out, without any of those pricey creams or promises in a bottle. It starts with protein, 6 grams in 1 egg, pure and strong. Your hair, your skin, your nails, they're all built from something called keratin, and it needs protein to stay tough. As we get older, we don't always eat enough, and you see it. Hair thins, skin droops, nails turn brittle. But 2 eggs a day, that's the raw material your body craves to patch things up. I started this habit, and after a few months, my comb wasn't pulling out as much. My nails stopped snapping when I pried open a jar. Then there's biotin, vitamin B7, hiding in that yolk. Folks rave about it for hair and nails, and eggs deliver it natural. Vitamin A's in there too, keeping your skin from drying out, helping it renew so you don't look like old leather. Zinc and selenium join the party, little warriors that fight the free radicals speeding up wrinkles and gray. And choline, you remember it from the brain talk. It's here too, keeping your skin cells firm, your face holding its shape a bit longer. I'm not saying I look 30 again, wouldn't that be a trick? But I feel more like me. My hair's got a shine I'd forgotten. My skin's less dull, less tired. One morning, my wife squinted at me over her coffee and said, "You're looking spry today." Made my day. It's not vanity, it's confidence, comfort in your own skin. Don't you want that too? A little glow to carry you through? Eggs won't stop the clock, but they nudge it kinder. 2 a day, scrambled or boiled, and you're telling your body, let's keep going strong. Aging's not about hiding, it's about shining where you stand. And I reckon eggs are a quiet way to do just that. 9. Cooking eggs right. By now you're probably sold on what 2 eggs a day can do: strength, sharpness, a little glow. But here's a secret folks often miss. It's not just about eating, it's how you cook 'em that counts. You can have the best eggs in the world, but if you don't treat 'em right, some of that goodness slips away. At 65, I've learned a few tricks to keep every bite working for me, and I'm happy to pass 'em along. Let's make sure you're getting the most out of this simple habit. Boiling's my favorite, soft or hard, it's up to you. Drop 'em in a pot, let 'em simmer, and you've locked in nearly all the good stuff. Vitamins A, D, E, K, those eye savers lutein and zeaxanthin, they stay put. No oil, no butter, just pure egg. It's light on your waistline and your heart, and there's something peaceful about peeling that shell off slow, knowing you're starting the day right. Ever tried it with a sprinkle of salt? Simple heaven. Poaching's another winner. Just a gentle dip in hot water. No fat, no fuss. The yolk stays soft and golden, and that's where the magic lives: choline, vitamin D, all those delicate nutrients holding strong. I'll poach one over toast, watch that yolk spill out, and it feels like a treat without the guilt. Scrambled eggs? They're good too, but watch what you add. I used to drown 'em in butter or melt cheese all over. Tasty but heavy. Now I use a drizzle of olive oil, toss in some spinach or mushrooms, and it's a meal that's kind to me. Raw eggs? Nope, not worth the gamble. Some folks swear by 'em in shakes, but salmonella's a real risk. Makes my stomach turn just thinking about it. Plus, raw whites block biotin. Steal the very thing you're after for your hair and nails. Cook 'em, friends, it's safe or better. Keep shells clean, store 'em cold in the carton. Don't wash 'em till you're ready. Keeps that natural shield on. White's firm, yolk's how you like, and you're golden. Isn't it nice to know a little care makes a big difference? 2 eggs, cooked smart, and you're not just eating, you're nourishing. Small steps, big rewards. Ready to fire up that stove and see for yourself. Closing, emotional wrap-up. Here's the thing, friends. Big changes don't always need big moves. At 65, I found 2 eggs a day brought me strength, clarity, and a quiet joy I didn't expect. They're not just food, they're a way to say, I'm still here, and I'm worth it. Your eyes, your mind, your heart, they've carried you this far. Why not give them a hand? Start small, start simple. Crack those eggs tomorrow morning, and see where this gentle journey takes you. You're not alone. I'm right here with you. Take care now, you hear?